Hi guys, welcome to Chokolaate in the Spotlight. Today we have the privilege of having with us the first Sri Lankan to run a marathon in all 7 continents. And he is Hassan Esufally. Hi Hassan,
Hi.
welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, very good. How are you?
Great, I'm good as
Yeah.
well. Okay, so what do you feel about this achievement of yours?
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, since I've got back home from Antarctica, which was my last one, it's been surreal. Like, it's been a media whirlwind, and I've got an award from my community as well, and it's been amazing. Like, I've loved the reaction from my country, and for me personally as well, for the achievement. More so, it's been incredible to know that I'm a small part of the history of this country. Like, it's nice, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So how was the experience in Antarctica?
Oh, it was incredible. So we were supposed to be there for two nights and 3 days, and we ended up being in Antarctica for 6 nights and 7 days because there was a blizzard on the last day, and then the marathon was on the 3rd day. So we spent 2 nights and then ran the marathon, and it was minus 20 degrees when we ran. You had to be covered. You had to have like 2 layers on each body part, on each legs. Your core, your arms, and your head, and everything. So, and then you had your shoes also had to like be like snow-proof, waterproof, and then the wind. You had to deal with the wind, and then there was underfoot snow conditions of like 1.5 feet of snow. On top of that, the visibility was quite poor. So it was not easy. It was very tough. The race director also took out like the 10-hour time limit. Because they're usually you have to finish 42 kilometers in 10 hours to be an official finisher, but he took that out. But regardless of which, I was still able to finish in 8.5 hours. So yeah, it was incredible to cross the finish line with the Sri Lankan flag. Yeah.
So now that you brought up the climate issue, how did you train? And because we come from the tropics,
Correct.
our bodies aren't used to such climates.
Yeah.
So how did you prep for that?
So I did something very unorthodox. I put a treadmill inside an industrial freezer, and I ran in it at minus 20 degrees.
Okay, every day?
No, I just did that once. So
Okay.
why I did that was actually to get used to how my clothes would function in that environment, and whether I was wearing the right thing. So to get used to climate, you don't really need to acclimatize in that sense. The only acclimatization you have to do is with altitude. And because I had done the Inca Trail Marathon in South America a few months before, I knew that my body could handle altitude. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what actually made you start this?
So I did this for.
You've been doing this like for a long time?
So I was always athletic in school. Like I was a tennis captain in school. I pretty much did every sport.
School over here?
I did. Yeah, I went to British school here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was tennis captain there. I did athletics, swimming, football, badminton, and squash, and then in university as well. I played tennis for university. I was captain in my final year, and that's when I started running. And the reasons why I did this particular goal, I had 4 reasons. Number one was to become the first Sri Lankan in history to complete this and bring honor and glory to my country. Number 2 was I want to pursue a career in this field, and I think that now that I've been able to build a brand name for myself, I want to pursue this as a career and see Sri Lanka become fitter and healthier as a nation. And the best way to do that is by setting an example and doing so myself. And then number 3, I wanted to did it for a good cause as well, to raise money for victims of the Boston Marathon bombing. And finally, 4th reason, which is a personal, I just think it's an interesting way to travel and see the world. So,
Right, okay.
I mean, those are my motivations behind this. Yeah.
Right. So out of all the marathons in all the continents, what would be your favorite and why?
My favorite one would be the one in South Africa, so the African continent. It was a marathon called the Big 5 Marathon. So in that marathon, you had to run 42.2 kilometers in the African savannah, and there was nothing between you and the animals. So it was amazing. Like, so while you were running, you were seeing like rhinos, elephants, giraffes, zebra. You were almost close enough so you could touch them. I mean, you wouldn't want to, but it was incredible. It was so inspiring. It was like deer running by on the racetrack, and they keep like the lions away, like 5 kilometers away from runners at all times. But just to be close and be in the vicinity of all these amazing creatures while you were running in that environment, in that sun, in that heat, it was amazing. Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
nice. So actually, this is going to be my final question to you.
Sure.
We from Chokolaate, we always try to inspire the youth out there.
Absolutely.
So as a successful personality yourself, what sort of advice would you like to give to them?
So in terms of becoming successful, there are a few general tips that I would recommend. Like, number 1 is to have a goal and have a vision in your mind of what you want to achieve, and then work hard to get there. Number 2 is to write down your goals and then have a clear reason why you want to do them. And number 3 is you have to put in the hard work. I mean, there's no beating around the bush. Like once you have those first 2 and then you combine it with an action plan to help you get your goal, I think that you can achieve anything you set your mind to, really.
Okay, great. Okay, Hassan, we've got some rapid fire questions coming up.
All right.
Okay, so we'll start off with the favorites. Your favorite singer?
Favorite singer? The Script, Coldplay, yeah, those 2.
Okay, favorite actor?
Robert Downey Jr. and Hrithik Roshan.
Okay, favorite place to be?
Sri Lanka.
Okay, nice. Favorite food?
Pura food.
Favorite brand?
Adidas.
Adidas over here. Right, okay. 3 things you would take with you if you're stranded in an island.
So my wife, a nice boat to get out of there if I need to, and not my mobile phone.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
no.
Right. Favorite place to run?
Favorite place to run probably would be any other places that I've been in, or some different, maybe Jordan or Egypt or something. I've never run into that area, so maybe one of those.
Okay,
yeah.
great. Last question. Favorite country?
Sri Lanka.
Great.
Yeah.
If you were a superhero, what power would you have?
So I would. My favorite superhero is Iron Man, because I mean I'm done the Iron Man and I'm an Iron Man as well. So I would probably want to have all the powers he has, like amazing suit.
One favorite.
Probably the thing to blast out of your hands.
Oh, okay.
It'd be pretty cool. You can fly with them. You can
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if the followers and readers of Chokolaate magazine could like and follow my pages on Instagram, it's Hassan Esufally Official, and on Facebook it's 7 Continents Marathon Club, Sri Lanka 2018. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Hassan, for being here with us
Yeah.
today. It was lovely having you on the show. So guys, that's it for today's episode. Keep watching Chokolaate in the Spotlight. We'll be back again with another interesting episode. See you soon.
Thank you.